In reaction to LeBron James' recent $154 million contract with the Los Angeles Lakers, WNBA rookie A'Ja Wilson tweeted, "$154 million, must be nice. We over here looking for $1 million, but Lord, let me just get back in my lane." She was picked first in the 2018 WNBA draft, and her starting salary will be $52,000 a year. Other rookies in the WNBA will make $40,000 a year. Meanwhile, the minimum starting salary in the NBA is now $582,000 a year. The average NBA player salary is over $6 million a year compared to the average WNBA salary of about $70,000 a year. The highest NBA player salary is $37 million a year, while the WNBA salary cap is only about $110,000 per year. This huge salary discrepancy has led many people to comment about a gender pay gap and things along those lines. When a Twitter user replied to Wilson about LeBron being more talented than her, she made a reference to NBA bench players getting paid more than the best WNBA players. I know most people would be tempted to talk about the talent and skill gap between men's and women's basketball, but why go to that when this salary gap can easily be explained by a much more simple and straightforward analysis? The NBA generates upwards of $7 billion a year. The WNBA generates approximately $55 million a year. $7 billion compared to $55 million. NBA players have also negotiated through their collective bargaining agreement for a higher cut of the overall revenue than the WNBA players have been able to do thus far. Even if they were able to get a similar cut, their salaries would still be way less than NBA players because the overall pool of revenue is so much less. This whole argument about why female basketball players deserve more money is ridiculous to me. First of all, NBA players probably don't deserve as much money as they're making to play a game. But this isn't some kind of moral debate. This is about how much money those players generate for their league in terms of broadcast deals, merchandise, and ticket sales. If the NBA is able to generate billions and billions of dollars and the players are integral to that business and the players have been able to bargain for their fair share of the money, they deserve the money. Another thing to note is that the WNBA is only 22 years old, while the NBA is 72 years old. The NBA at 22 in 1968 was a totally different league than it is today in terms of how much money it's able to generate and ultimately how much it's able to pay its players. Interest in the league took decades and decades and some key players in the 80s and the 90s to make it what it is today. The WNBA has been able to accelerate its growth due to its association with the NBA, but ultimately it has to find its own audience.